Good morning, students. I hope you all have gone through the determinants chapter very well and you all have done all the worksheets also and you all have followed classes as well. So today I will be highlighting on the writing part once again, and today in your worksheet, this is the worksheet you all will get there. So there you will find one friendly letter and other two email and notice. So I will be discussing the points, some of the points that can be included, and along with the formats obviously. And it's quite obvious that you all are free to put your own points if you find it relevant. I would love to check your writings with your own points, right? So the first topic is you are going out to your grandfather's house at his native place. You need someone to look after your pet dog at home. Write a letter to your best friend requesting him or her to do this favor to you. You give him or her necessary information about your dog and its habits. So this, see, as I already told many times, that the letter will have 2-3 parts in itself, and you need to cover up those areas with key appropriate words and you get your full marks. So in case of friendly letter, the format I find doing correction, I found a lot many students to commit same mistake. That is not expected, uh, because you all have started writing letters since since the beginning of your classes, not only for class 8, even other classes or junior classes when you all used to be in. So the first thing is you need to provide your self address or sender's address. See, here you are the sender, okay? So you are the sender and your address is sender's address or self address, right? So here you will write house name, you will write house number, and then you will put a hyphen, H capital, N capital, house number, you will put a hyphen, and house number C12, C4, B12, B4, whatever it is, comma, then a particular place, smaller obviously, comma, then your district, comma, and with your full stop. With your district you can put your uh, pin code as well. So comma, comma, full stop, this pattern will be followed. Then one line gap, you will write the actual date of that particular day. Suppose today's date, this is 10, this is today's date is 10, so 10/11, so you will write 10th November 2020 and no punctuation there. Then again one line gap, your best friend. So my dear Anil, my dear uh, Ria, whatever it is, comma. Then from the next line, the very first line should be directly linked with the topic. It should be a direct hint to the point, or to the something related to the topic. There must be that means one or two words that will give, or that will provide direct hint towards the topic. So here, and then I'm talking about the format only. Then you will, from that part only, do not start your letter with any kind of interrogative sentences like how are you or something like that. First sentence cannot be a question one. First sentence should be directly associated with the topic of the letter. Then you will, from first paragraph you can put 3-4 lines, and there you provide a kind of hint regarding the subject matter of your letter. Body part, elaborate the things are being asked here, right? So for the question, here you find that the question says you need to provide, see what are the areas you need to cover. Here you need to first mention the place where grandfather lives, right? So you are going out to your grandfather's house at his native place, so you need to inform your friend that you are going to that particular place, comma, your grandfather's native place. Now you need someone to look after your pet dog at home. That means you need to inform your friend that you are not taking your pet dog with you, and there must be certain conditions, reasons. Now what you need to highlight is write a letter to your best friend requesting him or her to do this favor to you. Now you will means you are going to request him or her to do certain work, but certain favor to you, but you need to be humble enough to find out whether that particular person has any kind of pre-scheduled work or something like that. Okay, you can establish your own request very humbly along with the query. Okay, there you need to means you need to establish that your own requirement, right? And you give him or her necessary information about your dog and its habit. The most important part means you need to provide the person is stranger or sometime may visits your house, so your dog may be means both of them may be familiar to each other, but you need to provide certain information like food habit of your dog, or the way it takes bath, or the way it sleeps, or the places. There should be something exceptional or something that only you know, because you spend a lot of time with your pet. Okay, and its habits means the things it likes. Maybe it likes when you it's maybe your pet's habit is to lick your feet, or to whenever you touch his head, it just squeals around you, or whatever. So certain things it likes, it means your dogs or your pets likings, related to likings and dislikings of your pet. So certain things you should provide so that your letter finds means your letter becomes means something real. It's nothing like you are just writing something. It should have that means it should be vibrant. Okay, means whenever the reader will be going through it, will find life in your letter. It should have that much content within it, so it should approach realistic. I hope you all understood. And ending, you all know, again subscription part means before that the last line or last paragraph, opening sentence of the last paragraph, it should be directly associated with the letter, means the concluding part. Then you will write, if you write with love, then you will write yours affectionately. And if you want add your with love, comma, yours affectionately, comma, and only name, full stop. And if you try to avoid with love, you can directly write yours lovingly, comma, and only your name, full stop. So this is the format, and this is means some of the points that I thought may help you. Now let us move to the next segment, that is you are the head boy or head girl of your school. Draft a notice to be displayed on the school notice board asking students of classes 8 and 9 to submit their names for the inter-school quiz competition, okay, to be held in the school auditorium on the occasion of Founders Day of your school. So quiz competition is something very much interesting to you all. So far I understood in our last live class also, some of you were and some of you were appealing to, so that one quiz competition may get conducted. So from that time only I thought to represent the thing different way. So here the first thing for notice is you need to provide a creative title is a must for notice, so you need to put the creative title first. Here you need to think something of your very own. Okay, first you all try, then I'm there. Okay, if you cannot, but here you will not get anything ready made from me. Okay, you need to think why is it so. If I provide you certain ready made, like you can put, if I even I will not provide example, if I provide, I have noticed for years that if I provide anything as for example, some children are there, they just write that down and they just stop thinking, which I do not want. Because in your exam you are only there to put the creative title and no one is there to make you understand through example. So as much as you practice to think, that time it will be all of a sudden, whenever, when means as soon as you read the topic, the title will be there within your mind. So in order to come to this condition, you need to start thinking since your the beginning of your practice. So you need to think it absolutely of your own. So the creative title you should put, and then after that you will write event name. Event name is obviously inter school quiz competition, and you will find it in your question paper only. Okay, then that should have certain date, and date should be at least 15 days later than the time you are writing. So as today's date is 10, so you can put the means the date 15 days later. So in this way, like 30 or 1st December or something like that. Then you will put time. It should be a particular time when the thing is going to means there should be a particular time of that particular day. So you will write that particular day. Then you will put venue from smaller to bigger. So as it is told that the competition will be held in the school auditorium, so it must have a name. Okay, if you don't have, then you write that name. If you do not have, then imagine something and write down. Okay, and you can write Vidyasagar Hall, comma Vidyasagar Shishu Niketan, in this way. Okay, so means Vidyasagar Hall is quite smaller place if you compare it to your entire school. So in this from this perspective, you can put the auditorium hall in the name of the auditorium hall first, then comma, then your school name. Then from the next line, you will directly, within one sentence, you need to complete the body part of your notice, and what you need to write, that is already provided in your in your introduction classes of email notice. So I find some of the children, they do not even turn over those pages. So you need to do it now. Okay, so within one sentence you need to cover up the body part of your notice. Now that one sentence may take place into 2-3 lines, but not more than that, and this much for notice. Now email is write an email. Next segment or number 3 is write an email to the principal of a neighboring school requesting him or her to send the names of the participants for the inter-school quiz competition to be organized by your school. Now you all know that the email and notice are a bit means quite similar, means the subject matter is the same, only target audience and way of expression is different. So here for notice, target audience means audiences are within your, that you find within your school campus, but for email, audience is outsider. Audience means here you find the person whom you addressing your writing the person is someone outsider. So it's in your school, when the person whom you are addressing, they are within the campus, means we can all have the feelings that they already know everything. They will be somehow informed about everything. But when the person is an outsider, so that person needs a bit more explanation, and that is what the body part of your email. So email starts with a plausible email ID. Plausible, why? How will you understand it is plausible? It should somehow be associated with the designation of the person, to be very specific. So here you are writing an email to the principal. So suppose the principal's name is Anita Sahani. So if you write anitasahani@gmail.com, it's not plausible. You are addressing to person Anita Sahani. But if you are writing, you are asked to write an email, you are asked to send an email to the principal, so the plausible email ID must contain with the designation. Okay, like principal.asahani@gmail.com. This is plausible. You need to put principal word or school along with the school name somewhere in the email ID. It becomes plausible. Then you will write subject. Subject is to requesting to send a team of 5 students or 4 students as participants for the inter-school quiz competition. Then you will write dear madam or dear sir. D capital, S capital if you write dear sir. If you write dear madam, D capital, N capital, comma from the next line like formal letter. As I told, body part of email is quite similar to formal letter, so it should have proper punctuation, proper salutation and everything. Okay, with proper etiquette and manner you need to compose your email, and you need to provide all necessary details also there. Okay, and starting line, ending line almost similar with friendly letter, and you will ask that person to send a team, and you will make that person aware about when the incident is going to take place, a place, when, venue, date, everything, how many participants you can provide. Okay, then at the end again thanking you. In the subscription part you will write thanking you, as it is similar to formal letter, that's why. So thanking you, comma, yours faithfully, comma, your full name, full stop. You are the head boy, do not, or head girl, do not forget this. So you can put head boy or you cannot put. Marks doesn't, means it doesn't, if you provide your own position, then also you get marks. If you do not provide, then also you get marks. So it looks nice if you write your position after your name. It looks nice. So this is the thing you need to keep in your mind while composing all these things. So I will be eagerly waiting for your I will be eagerly waiting for your answers to be sent through subject query button. So this much discussion for today. You must write, you must at least try to write these things within today. Thank you. Have a nice day.